Joe Budden and the rest of the industry going in on Tyla, a girl that minds her business, drinks her water, pun intended. Y'all, if you don't know what I'm talking about, for whatever reason, there was a little kerfuffle at the Grammys when Tyla was asking people to hold her Grammy, Emmy, MTV Music Award. It don't matter. Now, to start, Tyla just had a really, really bad bad back industry. So she can't actually be holding anything heavy, right? And I get it. It was a little weird, right? But what's happened now? What is going on? We just got done exposing Diddy. We just got done holding hands, talking about the music industry's going to change. And we're going to let a bunch of grown ass men bully a little 21-year-old. We need to talk about this. The first person we need to talk about is Joe Budden. Now, while I do find his podcast very, very amusing, along with millions, wrong is wrong. And Joe needs to be called out because let me just say this. Joe's funny. He can build an empire almost as quick as he can destroy one. It's a good thing. But Joe Budden is coming off as very anti-woman right now. I don't know why it seems like he legit hates any woman that's too confident. He's going after Tyla the same way he went after Meg the Stallion. Now listen to this clip, okay? Listen to this clip, and then I'm going to show you the 16 seconds of video that set him off, okay? Just listen to this, and then we're going to get into the video. I promise you it's going to be worth your while because I am tired of these mofos. Listen to this mess.
Every time you see her visibly, there is something like this. There was the Breakfast Club interview where it's like, okay, got it. There's this Usher shit.
This was the Usher stuff, in case anyone's wondering. She ain't want that man dancing behind her. But let's move on.
Her song is on, and a legend is trying to highlight you. There is a way to do that dosey-do that she did. She did it in a way that looked real nasty, and I thought this before the VMAs. I don't care where she was at. The show was going on, and she dubbed him in a way that looked like, oh.
It was I'll dance, but not that. Respectfully,
it gave don't touch me is what it gave.
So hold on, wait.
I got a nigga, and he might.
It gave don't touch me.
It gave respect my boundaries, my nigga. That's what it gave. Some women do that.
Nigga, there's this when she accepted the award. Girl, stop it now. Stop. You don't know that you getting up there to accept the award. Listen, I didn't even like how she fucking put her hand on the person that was walking her to the stage. I hated that.
That's crazy.
I don't give a fuck what you talking about. I'm telling you how I felt. There's a way.
You don't like the girl, Joe.
No, there's a. No. But I felt like this before the VMAs, by the way, because she popped up at the Barclays in support of Usher.
Yes, I saw that.
Awesome. And when Usher attempted to do his showmanship dance while her record is playing, come on, we in front of 20,000 people.
She spun
let's
him
get in our bag. She dubbed him.
Okay.
They say there's a reason for it.
I don't give a fuck what the reason is.
She's got a man.
I don't give a fuck about your man.
Okay, so the reason.
On this stage.
Okay.
So what, nigga?
Well,
Everybody's parameters is different.
Okay, stop. Right? Okay. This is what he's upset about. This is what you're upset about. Like we just arrived said, Joe's basically saying, how dare you not be a ho, ho, ho. And I'm going to say anybody that dance with Usher is a ho, ho, ho. But bend over and shake that ass for us American men. Who the F do you think you are? Listen, what is going on with that industry? What is going on with the music industry? I don't know Tyla personally. I don't know anything about that. I just know that the number one podcast, like Joe always brags about, is going in on a 21-year-old girl because she didn't, first of all, she got a man, but even if she was single. Usher is what? 41, 45 years old. You don't want a man literally old enough to be your dad grinding on you in public, you dancing, you playing along, but you're mad that she literally sets boundaries and she's like, I don't feel like grinding on you in the nether regions. You was quiet when Kamora Lee did it. Y'all remember that? Usher tried to dance up on Kamora Lee, and she was like, yeah, no, I'm good. But all of a sudden, when Tyla do it, you got a problem? Have y'all remember what class is and what class looks like? And I don't want to get into those pick-me politics of what class is, but at the end of the day, the same way I say it is every girl's right, shake that, but do what you want, drop it low, twerk something for do what you want. But on the same hand, why do these men in hip hop and these men that guard the industries, because Joe Budden is a gatekeeper. That's why Cardi's always beefing with them. And that's why Nicki's beefing with them. He has the #1 podcast. He knows his power. He knows it. And he wills it when he wants. And it's funny when he's going against other guys, but whenever he turns it on a woman that seems like she has a little bit of self-esteem, you want to go in on her? How dare he? Usher is having a show, and the part of your show is grinding up. Did you even ask? First of all, Usher ain't asked for permission. He didn't get her permission. She didn't want him touching him. She played along, she danced, but she put that distance. These men in the industry are wondering how to. But let's not forget, Joe was slow to indict Puffy. How did this? How's that? Why is this? How come anybody? And you are trying to ruin this woman's career and go in because she offends you, that she did not want anyone touching her body. That's her right. Whether she wants to be sliding down a pole, doing tricks in the club, or whether she wants to just stand there very demure, very cutesy, very reserved, watching Usher at a concert. Why you got a problem with it? Why do all these men, mind you, Usher is like 24 years old, 24 years older than her. She's like 21 or 22. Again, this is weird. Technically, in my world, people should be calling out Usher for trying to make a 21-year-old feel uncomfortable on the stage where you got all that power. Do these men in the entertainment industry not understand power dynamics, not understand how things come across? But then when people say they victims, how could that happen? How come you ain't speak up? How come you ain't do anything? You didn't speak up and you didn't do anything because you got mofos like Bull Joe Budden foaming at the mouth, trying to literally throw dirt on this young woman's name because she just said, I don't feel like it. I don't care if she got a man. I don't care if she don't like men. I don't care if 7-Eleven was out of the Mountain Dew Slurpee and she got in a bad mood because all she was sitting there eating hot Cheetos with a blue raspberry Slurpee and she don't even like blue raspberry. I don't care what the situation was. You do not need to play along to someone's set, film, role, whatever, with your body. Yeah, I'll play along, haha, fake smiles. Hey, what's going on? My body is not a prop in your show. My body does not tell me that I have to play along and make myself feel uncomfortable so you can have a better show. And mind you, I sure ain't even ask her permission. He just thought, who wouldn't want this? I'll tell you who, Tyla, and maybe he learned from the next time. Whoever you fit to push up on, make sure you get their permission. Or did you think it was going to be such a big gift and she's going to be like, oh my God, Usher. Maybe to the people that grew up with Usher being #1, Tyla is 25 years younger than Usher. Who the F is Usher to her? Who? And I don't care if you're just like, that's Usher, girl, I'll do it. Then you buy tickets to Usher's concert and go. And that goes for Joe Budden and everybody else that was defending that behavior. What this is the dissonance that happens in the music industry. If there's a victim, how you let that happen to you? You should have spoke out sooner. But then when you see it happening in real life and someone being like, no, all of a sudden the #1 podcast, she's being ripped apart because you don't like that mess. Y'all got to think, listen, this is weird to me. It's weird. Listen, Gray on Twitter made a good point. They said, pretty sure people also said that's Diddy. You don't refuse his advances. And now here we are. That man could have be her dad talking this way about her. It's utterly disgusting, right? You're mad because she dubbed her body as part of Usher's show. She should have been glad to have Usher pushing up on her. Listen, At the end of the day, like Glow said, the day got to end. Listen to this other clip. Hold on, let me play this for y'all. Because it's just like, listen, get this. The cast of Joe Budden podcast was defending Tyla after Joe criticized her acceptance speech for winning Best Afrobeats Act over an artist like Wizkid. Listen, at the end of the day, Joe got a problem with women that have boundaries. To me, it sounds predatory. To me, it sounds grapey. To me, it sounds like one of the reasons you waited so long to speak out against Diddy is because, like you said, you was at those parties too. Now, I'm not implying at all that Joe was involved in any Diddy stuff. I am saying that why is it always women that's just minding their business saying, no, I don't want that you got the biggest problem with? You are telling all your listeners and the men that listen to you that a woman has her body is a prop and something. Oh, he was just trying to do a show. And then just so many people want to move on to the next person. Oh, can't stand when people feel entitled. Listen to this mess. Hold on. He's just sitting there looking there hating.
Yes, thank you.
By the way, she actually has a really, really, really bad back injury right now. She's not supposed to be holding anything. And anybody that's had a back injury knows how it is. Yeah, you can say she carries herself a certain way. Okay, fine. That's your opinion. But at the end of the day, you mad that somebody didn't let her have access to her body? Ugh.
Much, oh my gosh.
Wait, you're going back to the Africans looking down on Americans. Is that where you coming from with this?
I'm not gonna do that.
Okay, that's what I'm saying.
I'm not gonna do that.
That's why I hear you going with it.
But I'm telling you, for the people that believe that she's a little off-putting, it's not from osmosis.
Okay. Okay.
I'd be great. She's nominated with DeVito. She's nominated with.
It's so diverse. It's more than just.
Anyway, y'all. Sorry, I was talking to the wrong thing. Go listen to the clips. Listen to the Joe Budden podcast, or better yet, don't give them a play. But again, I'm sick of the fact that a young artist, the only reason she's being dragged is because she's putting boundaries on her body with another man. And this is through the #1 podcast in hip hop. Y'all, I can't wait for Kendrick Lamar when he promised us the party gonna die, because it's too much. It's too much. This type of thinking is exactly why Diddy stayed in power for so long. Anyway, you got more to say about Tyla not letting Usher grind up on her, more to say about her acceptance speech than you ever had to say about your BFF Diddy and all the stuff you did to all your girlfriends on Love and Hip Hop. But you know what? I guess that just says it. Anyway, y'all, let me know what you think in the comments. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.